Forgive me, I get a little nervous from talking.
Don't worry about it. Give Matt a hand.
I wanted to hit on your morality topic for a second.
Yes, sir.
You said that the fact that there's evil implies that there is good.
Yes, sir.
And that good is God, and He is why we understand good and bad. And that evil is a result of our actions because we are fallen. Would you say that's correct?
That evil comes ultimately from free choice, yes. And we choose evil, and that's how it entered the world, yes.
Okay. Well, my thing is God created us, as you would say. And He's all-knowing, which means He knows ahead of time how everything's going to be.
Sure.
Well, then He created us to fail.
Knowing we would fail, sure.
Yeah, but He created us that way because He's all-knowing, all-powerful. He could have easily made it so that we would never fail.
No, not if we're free. How could He do it?
But He created our freedom. He designed us knowing ahead of time that we would fail.
Yeah.
And since we failed, He punishes us. So it's kind of doesn't make sense that He knew we would fail, He made us to fail, yet He still punishes us for our failures.
But He gives us a free way out. That's what Christianity
But He still
does.
gave us the option to fail.
Of course He did.
He
That's
created that in us.
All
Why
right.
create that in the first place?
All right, let me point this out here. Can there be love without free choice?
I would have no idea.
You can't love if you can't give it freely, right? You'd be like a robot. Robots are not free
Love
creatures.
that you would have for like your spouse or your children, that kind of love.
Any kind of love, you have to
Because
freely
there's
choose
multiple
it.
definitions of love.
Okay, can you love another human being if you don't have free choice? If you're a robot?
I mean, I can look at these people, I don't know them, therefore I don't connect with them and I don't share that emotion with them. So yes.
Is love just an emotion?
I would say so. Based on chemical.
So love is just a chemical. So if you ever decide to ask a young woman to marry you, you're going to say, right now I got the right chemicals. But later the chemicals might go away.
The chemicals in my brain allow me to construct a concept of love. They
Okay.
allow me to have that feeling.
But Matt, are you saying that everything in your brain is equal to your mind? And that everything that you think is a result of a previous natural cause, like Francis Crick was telling us?
Yes.
Then how can I trust anything you say?
Because we have a common acceptance of certain things, and that comes with biology, and I'm sure the previous person up here is going to explain a little bit more of that tomorrow in his long answer.
No, Matt, if we're molecules in motion, we have no free will, we're not reasoning, we're just reacting. Everything you say, everything I say, is like a can of Coke
Let's
fizzing.
get back to my question to you is, if God created us,
Okay.
and He's all-knowing, and He designed us to be what we are, and He knew we would fail, He gave us the ability to fail, and He punishes us for it, what is moral about that?
Okay, well, there's nothing moral about anything if atheism is true, because there is no morality. Okay, but let me.
You're getting off my topic.
All right, let me. Do me a favor for just a second. I want to show you a short video, so just have a seat. Okay, everyone can have a seat if you want. It's only a minute and 46 seconds. If you want to sit, go ahead. Okay. This video is a minute 46 seconds, but you've got to watch closely because there's a lot going on. It's a kinetic video, a lot going on in it. So get ready. Are you guys ready? Here we go.
Is God good? If He is, why is there suffering and evil? Let's assume for the moment that God is all-powerful. This means that God can do anything that is logically possible. So He can create galaxies and subatomic particles and rainforests and you. But God cannot do what is logically impossible. He cannot make a square circle or a one-ended stick. So can God make a rock so big that He can't lift it? No. So what if, when God created human beings, He wanted them to be free? Freedom's a good thing, but if humans are to be free, they cannot be forced to obey God, because freedom without choice is like a square circle. It's a logical contradiction. No choice, no freedom. God didn't want robots. He wanted real people. The first humans endowed with the awesome power of free choice abused their freedom. The tragic consequences of their bad choice and our bad choices ripple across the world. God is responsible for the fact of freedom, but humans are responsible for their acts of freedom. But let's remember, we don't suffer alone. God will put an end to suffering and evil. And God became a man to suffer with us. God is good, and He wants real people like you to know Him, but the free choice is yours.
Now, that video, if you're interested in it, you can see it on our website. Go to crossexamine.org, click on video clips, and it's there. Obviously, the point is you can't have love without free will, and God provides a way out. So continue, Matt. If you want to continue, go ahead.
I would say that it's not really free will if God gave us the option, or gave us the ability to fail. And then punished us for it.
Oh, that's exactly what free will is.
That's not free will.
Yes,
because
it is.
God
If we don't have
designed us
any
to
ability,
fail, therefore we had no other choice but to fail.
let me ask you this: if you go to the Super Bowl and you can't lose, is the victory worth anything?
Probably not.
No, that's the whole point here. Of course, you can lose, you can fail, but God provides a free way out of your failure. Why wouldn't you take it?
But God is the reason why I failed in the first
No,
place.
God is not the reason why.
Yes, because
we are the
He
reason
created
why.
that in us to fail.
Look, let me ask you a question. When you grow up and have kids, and you create these kids with your wife, you know they're going to fail, right? But are you responsible for them when they do something wrong? Are you responsible for their choice?
If it was a result of some way I brought them up, then yeah.
Partially, you might have something to do with that. But when they're adults and they go out and make their own choice, and you're an adult now, when you make a choice, is your dad responsible for your choice?
Probably not. No.
Okay, well the same thing is true with God.
But He created us.
Of course! But there's a way out of the
What
problem.
way out is there? There's no way out.
Of course
If you
there's a
deny
way
it,
out.
You go to hell. That's not a choice. That's
Sure, there's a choice. You can either be with God or without God. It's your choice. If you want to be with God,
But why even give us the ability to be without God?
because then we'd be robots. It would be unloving of God to force people into heaven against their will.
So why punish us for it anyways?
Punishment, we're the ones that have sinned, right? We're the ones that have fallen. God didn't sin. God didn't cause us to sin. He gave us the opportunity to sin. Just like when, what's that?
He gave us the ability.
Yes, He gives us the ability to sin. But if He doesn't give us the ability to sin, He doesn't give us the ability to love.
So if He knows we're going to sin and that is going to happen, why is He still punishing us?
When you have children and you know they're going to sin, and then they sin and you punish them, should you do that?
Line to Him and all loving lines to Him. Why go through all that choice? Is it really that unloving if He wants us to have direct connection with Him?
There is no such thing as love without free choice.
Right.
Now, if Christianity were true, you become a Christian.
Well, yeah, it was absolutely true. Actually, I was Catholic once myself.
Okay, well, so was I.
So, yeah.
Okay.
If the evidence is there.
Well, we'll keep looking.
Thank
But-
you for your time.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.